What's going on, guys? So I'm pretty sure that you're getting the idea that this is going to be a video about Growtopia. Seeing as how you're looking at the title, if you're guessing that, then you are correct. It's pretty late here, guys. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, 12:58 a.m. You'll see right there. So I'm just like up for some strange reason. I can't sleep. I have insomnia here and there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm usually up at night. I usually go to sleep when the sun comes up. So I decided, it's been long enough. I'm going to make a Growtopia video. Let's go to a quieter world though, so you guys can hear what I'm talking about, because I'm going to try and give you guys some tips and tricks here. But I do apologize for my absence and being gone for so long and not making any GT videos, aside from kind of being bored of the game, and I'll get into that later on in the video. I just been living life, guys. Some of you guys know who watch my videos, I am a pro wrestler, so I do have to train a lot. I travel a lot. I've got 2 matches coming up this weekend, and I've just been keeping really busy, so I haven't had that much time to make videos. I have been playing Growtopia. I do keep up with my towns and stuff like that, or worlds. But anyway, guys, let's get into the tips. First of all, my number one tip: if you want to continue having fun in GT, do not get rich. I know that sounds like a joke, and it partially is a joke, but guys, ever since I got rich, and I'm not saying I'm filthy stinking rich, but I'm pretty wealthy, the game just got boring to me. I guess the goal becomes to get rich, and then you get obsessed with getting rich, and once you become rich, things come to you a lot easier. You don't have to earn them that much, so you don't appreciate them as much. And I see I got my Geiger going. Anyway, guys, yeah, you don't appreciate things as much, and it just kind of becomes a repetitive process. At least for me it is. I don't have a lot of time to play. So here's what I do, guys. I go to Seabait, right? And I do this every 48 hours. I go to Seabait, I check my tackle boxes, and if they're ready to harvest, you'll see these are ready to harvest in 1 day and 12 hours, and I just harvest them all. I load my I go down here to the mini shop inside of the ship. I load all of the vending machines, and that's it. And then I go to my ATM world. By the way, Seabait is full, so I do have another world that I'm working on. I'm putting tackle boxes in another world now because they no longer fit inside of Seabait. So anyway, guys, then I go to my ATM world, which is starting to get full as well. You'll see right here I did count them, but I forgot what the exact count is. I do have a sign though. So I have 1,983 ATMs. You'll see right there. So I harvest all of those. I want to say it takes anywhere between 10-15 minutes. I think 15 minutes top. So I harvest all of those, and when I get done harvesting all of those, I log out. I use the gems to buy fishing packs. I buy fishing packs because they contain tackle boxes, and I no longer want to go to the World Fish or SB or CB or anything like that and kind of like try and buy them from people, because it's like everybody's trying to buy them right now, and it's just a hassle, and I don't want to hassle. I want to log in and log out. Again, guys, when you get rich, you get lazy, and I'm lazy. I just want to log in and log out. So I want to collect my tackle boxes, my fish bait. I want to collect my ATMs, and I want to log out and be done. So I know not everybody's going to be like me. Some people have more time to play the game, and that's great, because the objective is to build fun worlds, not only for yourself but for the community. You want to build worlds for the community and have fun. So here is where I'm putting my other tackle boxes. You go to Unreal Tackle, you won't be able to get in because I have the doors locked, and this is what I'm building so far. So I'm going to make them in rows of 3, and my ultimate goal is to fill this world. And it just gets easier and easier as I build up ATMs, because more ATMs means more gems means more fish packs. So that's what I'm doing. You did see that in Unreal Farmer, my farm world, I had a bunch of chandelier trees planted. So I harvest those every 7 days. Chandeliers suck. They harvest every 7 days. I get the gems, and I'm able to get like 1 or 2 more tackle boxes every 7 days out of those chandeliers. But I haven't had the best experience with chandeliers, because Shans, sometimes they come out at a negative. At least for me, I have bad luck. Sometimes I get like a 5 seed profit. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll get like a 20 plus seed profit. And sometimes I'll even get a negative, and that'll piss you off, because it's like, what the hell? You always want to have more at the end of every harvest. You never want to have less. So here's the ultimate secret, guys. The secret that nobody wants to share. I'm sure a lot of people are catching on because the price of fish tanks is dropping. So I do farm every now and then when I get really, really bored and I just feel like farming, or I need a few more gems to, reach that 10,000 to get another tackle box or another fish pack. I want to say I do farm fish tanks. Now, I'm not selling the fish tanks, guys, so don't hit me up trying to buy them. If I do decide to sell them sometime along down in the future, I will. But for now, I'm just farming these things. So you'll see I plant the entire world full of fish tanks and I farm them. They produce a decent amount of gems. They break in 4 hits. You don't need any kind of enhanced breaking to break them. So this, in my opinion, is the best farmable. The seeds take 17 plus hours to grow, so you can literally farm them every day. So if you got a lot of time on your hands and you're very patient, you can build up heaps of seeds. They reproduce really well. They create good gems. Everybody buys them, so they sell real good. Basically, they're the next pinball. If you played this game for a while now, you'll know that about a year ago, pinballs were real popular. You'll see right there that my last harvest was 3,607 seeds. So I had a 417 seed profit. That's a huge profit, guys. And right now I'm sitting on 1,600 seeds because I just been lazy and haven't broken them all. It's so many blocks, guys. That's the problem, is it's tons of blocks. Now, if you want to know what kind of gems they give you probably the same type of gem that a Venus would give you without the risk of running into the Venus and dying. So you don't get as many gems as you would out of pinballs, but that's fine because, again, you don't have the risk of constantly running into that pinball bumper and being bounced back. And they break a lot easier. They break in 4 hits. So I'll show you that right now, guys. I got a Geiger counter, so I don't have enhanced braking. I'm going to hit that 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm sorry. It breaks in 3 hits. So they break in 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. I got a seed already. So, I mean, if I put my dragon on, I'll do that right now for you guys. You'll see it's not going to break in 2 hits. It's still going to break in 3. So this is the other tip that you have to understand, guys. So 1, 2, 3. So even the dragon broken in 3, you'll see right there I got 7 gems. So even enhanced breaking will break it with 3 hits. Without enhanced breaking, you'll still break it in 3 hits. So it's pretty quick to farm, but here's the plus. So you can farm these while you have your Geiger counter on. And that means extra profit. I mean, most of the time you're going to collect garbage. You're going to collect radioactive chemicals or like purple stuff, orange stuff, and all that junk, nuclear fuel. But every now and then you'll get a crystal. So when you get that crystal, you want to go to this world right here. You want to go to this world. Some of you probably already know. Most of you probably already know. But those of you who are just starting probably don't. You want to go to Geiger. You go to Geiger. This is a trade world where everybody's trying to buy Geiger counters and crystals. So your number one objective that you want to do if you decide to farm fish tanks is make sure that you farm them with a Geiger counter. If you don't have a Geiger counter, buy one. It's worth it because every so often that thing's going to squirt out a crystal. And when you get that crystal, you're able to sell it for at least 2 world locks. So that's a 2 world lock profit on top of the farming that you're doing. So that is my tip to you guys. Make sure you farm fish tanks. I'm sure a lot of people in the Growtopia community are going to hate me for sharing that tip because the more that you guys farm fish tanks, the more that are going to be available. The demand is going to go down and the price of the fish tanks is going to lower. So right now they're selling at about 35 for a world lock. And just to give you guys an idea, I want to say about 6 months ago they were selling 15 for a world lock. So they've dropped a lot. If everybody starts to farm these, then they're going to start selling for like 50/world lock or whatever. But that beats pinballs. Pinballs right now, they're going for about 100 per world lock. So not only are they extremely annoying to break, but they don't give you that much if you're trying to sell them. Now here's the downside, guys. If you guys like to use help breaks, keep in mind that a fish tank is a background. So that means that you don't want to use a public health break with random people coming in, a help break coming in and out of your world, because those people can plant cave background over your fish tank and cost you huge. I mean, loads of profit depending on how big your help break is. So just to give you an idea, let's say you plant 200 blocks in rows. They can plant 200 cave background and cover them all up, and you just lost 200 fish tanks. So that's an entire stack. You don't want to do that, guys. This is something you want to break with friends, or something that you want to break by yourself. You don't want to let the public try and help you break it, because if you get a troll, you're screwed. And I don't want to hear people crying scam. So I just told you guys, do not farm this in a public help break. last but not least, a couple of people are going to argue that chandeliers are better. They do drop more gems, but they're also harder to break. They take 6 hits, equivalent to a pinball. So the plus side of chandeliers are not like, Venus traps. They're not like pinballs. You're not going to run into them and bounce back or die. So they're easier to break in that sense. But in terms of the amount of hits it takes 6 hits. So it takes the same amount as it would with a pinball, and you do need a enhanced braking to reduce the amount of hits from 7 to 6. So there's nothing more infuriating than breaking a chandelier and getting 1 gem. When I could get 1 gem out of breaking a fish tank, there's nothing more infuriating than breaking a chandelier and getting nothing. Not a block, not a seed, not a gem, when I could do that breaking fish tanks. So right now, guys, honestly, in my opinion, fish tanks are the #1 thing to break. So that being said, those are my tips, guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure that you click that like button, subscribe. Pro Wrestling Gamer is always looking for more support, so make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be signing off and exiting my world, and I will see you guys later.